it's so exciting.
It's very fresh in its design.
We've created a space that's really vibrant and exciting for people to work in.
Liberty House is an office building which is positioned right on Regent Street. It stands out from its surroundings and its context, and that's a hard thing to do when you're on Regent Street. The Liberty House was originally part of the Liberty department stores and sits right next to it. It was an office space for some time but hadn't been touched for 20 years, so a really tired space. And for us then it's about saying, okay, let's start again. We decided to bring Soda Architects in to work with us on this project. We felt that they were the right people to work with us on this.
It was obviously very exciting because it's such a beautiful building and a great location. It's a diamond on the outside, but when you come internally, it needed a bit of polishing. It was very dark, it was very dingy, you couldn't see through the space, and it was really hard to navigate, kind of like you were in a rabbit warren. So we were really excited to reveal that hidden potential by creating connectivity through the spaces and making it really grand, light, airy and refined, because you're on Regent Street. You need to feel like you're in this luxurious environment. So we researched the building, its location, the history of Liberty itself, and how the two could kind of feed into each other. The colours, for example, and textiles, it's synonymous with Liberty. We made quite a few discoveries which were really wonderful. For example, on the 6th floor we found some of the existing parquet flooring from when it was in use as a department store. We were really inspired by the craftsmanship, the high-end retail feel of Liberty itself, and translated that into the joinery in this building. We've got this lovely scalloped panelling which links back to the fluted columns which you see in the main facade.
We brought this within the furniture as well, so we wanted to pick and select standalone pieces that kind of mimic that. So a lot of the sofas that you see in the lounge are kind of curvaceous, which follows the arches and the joinery that's been put in the space. The way that the building's positioned, there is a Regent Street side and then the Carnaby Street side, so we really wanted to play on that with the concept. We wanted to give the building two different identities, which is the Liberty House, which is the main entrance and the lounge, and then Liberty Rooms, which is another element that we haven't done before. We really pushed to give every meeting room its own kind of identity, kind of similar like Carnaby Street. When you turn every corner, there's always a surprise. With the artwork, we've actually commissioned an artist called May Engelgear, and she created these beautiful large custom tapestries for the entrance, so it's the first thing that you see when you walk in.
There's an intuitive psychology to really how we think about space. How do we create space that is really allowing both people and businesses to thrive in that space? Part of the process is really walking through the entire working day, and that is about understanding you have to give people a choice of where they can work.
You've obviously got different sized offices. We've got different lounge options for you in terms of there's the bunk bed seating, there's the dining table, there's lounge seating in clusters or groups, the meeting booths on the upper floors, which are these pops of colour in these beige corridors, and they're just lovely little retreats from the rest of the office.
I'm really proud of this building, and I think we created something really unique for people to get excited about.
I walk into this space and I feel good about being here because it's interesting. There's variety, there's choice. I think that really makes for an impressive but actually fulfilling environment.